Hey everyone, if you're a guitar player, you probably love blues and rock and roll. Even if you're not the biggest fan of this genre as well, you probably enjoy sitting and playing something like this. But here lies the problem. When speaking of these kinds of riffs, most of the guitarists know these basic single notes riffs or this classic. But what if you want to play, this massive sounding acoustic rock and roll, something like well, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you how to play this classic blues rock and roll riff over every open chord, like C, D, E, G, A, etc, etc. And as a bonus, I'm gonna show you what you can do with the F chord as well. I'm sure this lesson is gonna be very useful to you, so let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the C major chord. Here we go. And we're not gonna play the major chord, instead we're gonna play the open C chord. And it's really easy. You just mute your D string. You can use your ring finger, just do like this, and it doesn't ring. Now, this is C5 chord now, and our blues and rock and roll riffs, they go like this: 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, if you know what I mean, or 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 6. I'm talking about, notes, the degrees, of course. And this is our fifth, this open G string. And now use your middle finger, but on the G string, second fret of the G. Here you go, 5, 6, 5, 6. Here's your basic rock and roll riff. And if you wanna extend it, you can use your pinky. Here's your 7th, it's 3rd fret on the G string. This is how it goes. Make sure that your D string is muted, because we don't want it. No. Here you go. Here's what you can do. Now do whatever you want with it. You can play fast rock and roll, you can play some mid-tempo rock, aka stones. It all sounds great. Now let's go to the D chord. Once again, we're gonna use the D5 shape. We don't play the high E string, and we use these two fingers. We mute the high E string. Here we just, we use our middle finger. And now and of course we mute the low E with our thumb. We don't need it in our bass. If the A string is ringing, it's fine, because it's the 5th for the D chord. It's totally fine if it's in the bass, but we don't need the low E, that's for sure. So mute it and use your ring finger. So here's your 5th and here's your 6th, 4th fret on the G. And if you want the 7th, you can use your pinky. However, for some people it's not convenient. What you can do is you can slide your ring finger over here to the 5th fret. But if you do it, make sure that you mute your B string, because we don't want this. Here you go. Okay, let's go to the E chord. Once again, we're gonna play the E5 chord. And, well, it's the basic shuffle riff. There's not much we can do here. We kind of play it as it is. But since, you know, these are the low strings, low E, A, they sound massive as it is, even if you just play 2 strings. However, we're gonna play 3 strings. We're gonna play this power chord. Use your ring finger to play the 4th fret on the A. And if you want your 7th, you just move your hand. You move your ring finger. If you move it, there are only 2 strings ringing, but once again, since these are the bass notes, it's totally fine. There you go. Now, let's go straight to the A chord, because it's basically the same as the E chord, just 1 string higher. We're using the same power chord shape and we're doing the same stuff. Just mute the low E with your thumb this time. It's all the same, just mute the low E. And of course your index finger is muting high E and the B strings so that you don't pluck your strings like this. No, we wanna sound massive, so we hit all the strings at the same time and we mute all the strings that we don't need. And as you can see, even though there are only like 2 to 3 strings ringing, it's enough if you let your right hand go. Same, if you want your 7th, you just go over here, move your whole fret in hand. Don't just move your ring finger and let the index fly. No, just... it's much more efficient to do it like this. Alright, now let's go to the G chord. We're gonna use this shape. It's a power chord shape. We are not playing A string. Once again, we just mute it with our middle finger. Just put it like this. And we put our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and our high E is muted. Of course, you can fret over here, but you know, it makes this chord a bit too bright. It's too high. We want to stay in this mid range. This just sounds a bit more rockish than this, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is your shape. The A string and the high E strings are muted. And this is what we do. Use your index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Here you go, here's your rock and roll riff. And if you want your 7th, yeah, this is 5th, this is 6th. If you want your 7th, here's what you can do. Of course, you could use like something like this. You could use your pinky over here, but you see, it even looks weird and it's not comfortable. What you can do is just bring your ring finger over here and then back. Just when you play this last 7th shape, just aim for the bass notes. Like don't hit the high strings. It may be a bit tricky at first, but it's not that hard. It's pretty simple actually. Alright, and now let's go to the F chord, as promised. Here's a little bonus for you. There are two ways to do it. If you want to play like this full bar chord, we just basically use our pinky. Here's our fifth. We are already fretting it. It's fret 1 on the B string, and use your pinky on the 3rd fret and on the 4th. However, I'm not a fan. It doesn't sound really bluesy or rock and rollish because there are too many low strings over here, and you know, they are eating all the space. You can barely... I mean, of course you can, but I'm not a fan. It can be fine for some genres, like something funky, perhaps. But if you want this to be a little more readable, just play this shape. Just play this F chord, like, you know, from the D string and up. Only these 4 strings and... 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. This one doesn't sound as massive. But you can hear a lot clearer what's going on rather than... However, perhaps you are totally fine with this, so use whatever you want. So yeah, here we go. These are all the open chords. Now, use this knowledge however you like. Once again, you can play fast rock and roll. You can play something a little more groovy. Combine all this stuff however you like, come up with your own riffs, come up with your own songs. This is an awesome idea. And in the end, just for the sake of it, let me play through, you know, this whole 12-bar rock and roll blues, whatever, in the key of C. So we're gonna use C, F, and G chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this lesson was helpful. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn some more cool stuff, check this video out. Bye bye.